CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs is also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Indiana's High School Sports Show. Welcome to State Champs. We are presented by Lawrence Technological University. For nearly 3 decades, Lawrence Tech has consistently ranked as one of the best universities in the Midwest, including in 2019, according to U.S. News and World Report. Become a Blue Devil, and it begins at ltu.edu.
We are heading north, south, east, and west this week with a ton of football highlights, but we also visit action in volleyball, and we go in focus on Indiana's newest career rushing leader in New Palestine's Charlie Spiegel. This is going to be a great show.
And whatever you do, go online. We've got a fantastic Indiana football video podcast that gets you updated weekly on everything happening in Hoosier High School football. Indiana Extra Point premieres every Wednesday on State Champs Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page.
We always start on the gridiron, so let's go.
I'm Glenn Marini from the Fort Wayne area and taking center stage in the Summit City, a top 10 matchup in 6A. 5th-ranked Snyder at number 8 Homestead, both teams coming in 4-0. First quarter, Spartans just warming up on offense. Luke Goody to Jake Archbold, 7-zip Homestead. Under 10 seconds left in the second quarter, Snyder trying to keep up. It's John Barnes Jr. to his tight end J.D. Wells, but it's a 28-16 Homestead lead at the half. Spartans receive the second half kick, and then it's Goody, or is that Tim Tebow? The old jump pass to Griffin Little, one of 10 snags for Little, who's going to play college football at Bowling Green. Homestead rolling through the air. Goody had 366 yards and 4 TD passes. Later, Braden Hardwick going the hard way. The junior, 165 yards on the game. And the Spartans, unstoppable on offense. They're 5-0 with a 49-36 victory over Snyder. Up at Kendallville, a top 10 showdown in 4A. East Noble ranked 6th in the state's 4A poll. Leo coming in number 9. Third quarter, East Noble's Bailey Parker, the senior, to Gage Ernstberger. It's a touchdown, and East Noble starting to pull away 28-7. More from the Knights offense. It's Parker to fellow senior Hayden Jones. Parker at 174 yards passing and 3 TDs and a $135 and 1 touchdown rushing. Now in the fourth quarter, Parker to Ernstberger again, and East Noble improves to 5-0 with a 35-7 win over Leo. Down in Randolph County, the state's biggest battle in 1A. Third-ranked South Adams at number 6 Monroe Central. The Starfires on fire early. James Arnold to Drew Stutzman. The juniors connect for a 35-yard strike. South Adams up 7-zip. Second quarter, Arnold to Stutzman again. It's a big first down as Arnold becomes the all-time leading passer in South Adams history, and again, he's only a junior. Same drive, Arnold to Stutzman. Arnold 5 touchdown passes. South Adams with a top 10 win on the road, 34-15 over Monroe Central. Oh baby, we had a big matchup at the Fort Wayne Sport Club. Carroll Girls Soccer ranked 14th in the state's latest 3A poll. The Chargers taking on a solid Bishop Luers squad. First half, it's Carroll on the attack. Luers goalie Meadow Yokale, though, with the save. She had 10 of those on the night, but the Chargers keep pressing. Alex Shaw to Kelsey Hoot, and it's Hoot with the boot. The great right foot gives Carroll a 1-zip lead, and that was just the start of a big night for Miss Hoot. Still in the first half, Sarah Hauser, the perfect cross, finds Hoot's foot, and Hoot finds the back of the net as the junior for Carroll would finish with a hat trick as the Chargers of Carroll go on to beat Bishop Luers 6-0.
Let's slide over to Pendleton for some volleyball. I'm Kevin Trozinski, and the Pendleton Heights Arabians hosting the Royals from Hamilton Southeastern. HSE coming into the match 9-3 with a 3-game win streak. Junior Olivia Phillips with the nice back feed to fellow junior Delaney Gardner, and there's the kill. Gardner led the Royals with 14 kills. Pendleton also coming in with a win streak of 5. The Arabians would keep it close in the first set. Senior Aubrey Dwiggins with the nice setup to Avery Ross. The sophomore Ross led the Arabians with 9 kills. From here on out, it was all HSE. Here is the senior, Grace Hunter, getting the point for the Royals. She had 11 kills on the night. HSE took the first set 25-20. More from the Royal junior, Delaney Gardner. She helps her team in a big way, standing tall in front of the net. HSE would take the second set 25-16. Third set, now an HSE looking for the straight sweep. It's Gardner again getting the job done here as Hamilton Southeastern defeats Pendleton Heights in 3 straight sets.
Back in 2015, Rocket League took esports by storm. They were given awards like Best Game of the Year, Best Multiplayer Game, and Best Sports Game. So obviously us at State Champs Esports had to jump on that bandwagon, and you guys should too. This fall, we're doing our State Champs Esports Rocket League. All you have to do is sign up online at statechampsesports.net. Guys, spaces are filling fast. Come play with us. We have dozens of teams joined already. Again, all you have to do is sign up at statechampsesports.net, and we'll see you guys there.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
This is Alan True from 24/7 Sports with this week's State Champs Recruit Report. We had a commitment in the state of Indiana as Brownsburg junior wide receiver Preston Terrell made his choice and committed to the Purdue Boilermakers. He's an outstanding high jumper, actually, who translates that track ability to the football field as he can go up and get the ball and also has outstanding speed and ability after the catch. He's also extremely competitive, which he showed on the 7-on-7 circuit. Terrell is having a strong season after transferring from Columbus North. He is the first commitment for the Boilers in the class of 2021. Hammond Morton's JoJo Johnson is another junior wide receiver in the state, making a lot of noise, putting up big stats so far this year, and that's after a good sophomore season. That's led to a new offer from the Toledo Rockets. That is his 4th offer overall, as Ball State, Bowling Green, and Western Michigan have also offered scholarships. Numerous other schools, including Notre Dame, have also shown interest and have tried to get him on campus for official visits. Finally, moving into the sophomore class, Joe Strickland, a defensive end from Brebeuf Jesuit, is ranked as one of the top players in that class, not only in the state, but in the entire country. And he picked up a new offer from Cincinnati recently. The Bearcats now bring his list to 5, with Boston College, Indiana, Purdue, and Toledo also on his list. Look for that to continue as he's one of the top prospects in the entire region. For this week's State Champs Recruit Report, I'm Alan True.
I'm Grant Pugh reporting from Terre Haute. How about Bloomington South on the road at Terre Haute South? Second drive, still scoreless. It's the Braves going to the air attack. Caleb Stoltz airing it out to Deontay Wade for the big reception, and South is in Panther territory. However, this drive would stall with the passes intercepted by Maddox Blackwell and brought back the other way for Bloomington South. How about that Bloomington South defense near the end of the first quarter, forcing a safety as they tackle Allen Hare? It is 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. Under a minute to go in the first quarter, Panthers in the red zone. DJ Bull to 6'5" Jordan Meeks for the 7-yard touchdown. 9-0 Bloomington South. Second quarter, it's Bull again, this time connecting with Maddox Blackwell for this 49-yard touchdown pass. Panthers extend their lead 15-0. They roll to the big win, 44-0, your final. How about the battle for the bronze helmet in Sullivan? The Golden Arrows hosting the South Vermilion Wildcats. First quarter, it is Kyle Vernelson with the end around to Kevin Figg. He does the rest. He is gone. 78 yards for a house call, and Sullivan jumps out to a 7-0 lead over those Wildcats. Second quarter, still just 7-0. Carter Vernelson time, shaking, rattling, and rolling his way out of the pressure. Finally brought down out of bounds, but that drive would later stall. South Vermilion trying to get something going on offense. Anthony Garzolini going back, but it's passed up and intercepted by Kyle Vernelson, and the Sullivan defense stiffens. Finally, it's Vernelson with a play fake that he hits Jackson Shake for the touchdown pass. Golden Arrows shut out the Wildcats on homecoming and keep the bronze helmet, 26-0, the final. Two rivals at Edmond Field and Vincennes as Vincennes Lincoln hosts Jasper. 7-6 Jasper in the second quarter. Vincennes trying to take the lead. This will do it. Sarek Vickers passes to E. Smith. He will put the Alices back on top of the scoreboard. Jasper would answer right back. Blake Mann tosses the ball to Noah Willoughby. He will take it 11 yards. Just like that, Jasper is back out in front. Wildcats will build on that lead before half. Mann passing the ball down the middle to Nathan Rillo for a touchdown. Jasper gets the win against Vincennes Lincoln, 35-19, the final. High school soccer, Terre Haute South traveling to Terre Haute North. First half, South with the free kick. It's Natalie Morris, goes off the post, bounces back into play. Ariana Morton gets her hand on it, then Casey Shobstall clears it. Somehow that does not go in for Terre Haute South. Later in the half, North's Ellie Price looking to break through with 5 minutes left. Great look there, but Lainey Dillion jumps up, then down to cover it. Just incredible effort by her. 18 minutes to play, still scoreless. Sasha Thompson tries to get it through. It's deflected right over to Ellie Price. She boots that one home. North leads South 1-0. Then a few minutes later, it's Thompson again. 3 defenders collapse on her, so she kicks it over to Price for her second goal of the game and second assist for Thompson as Terre Haute North wins the ball trophy 2-0 over Terre Haute South.
I'm Jenna Skalski, and let's head to volleyball, where a rebuilding Avon Orioles took on a red-hot Plainfield Quakers. First game in Avon trying to make a comeback, down 24-18. Paris Downing comes up with a big block, forcing a Plainfield timeout, but they would take the next point and the first game. Game number 2, and it was all playing well. Isabel Vernango drops back-to-back aces as the Quakers go on to take this one 25-17. With Avon trailing 2 games, they had to make a statement now. Trailing 26-25 at match point, the Orioles keep the ball alive, and after a long rally, Plainfield's Olivia Utterback gets up but drives this one just wide. Avon goes on to take the next 2 points and win the game 28-26. On to game 4, and it's game point for Avon. Jenna Dolan serving, and she gets the ace to finish the game 25-19 and force the tiebreaker. Last game, Avon is up 13-7. Paris Downing gets way over the net, puts the soft touch on it to find a hole in the middle of the Quaker defense. And Avon, after being down 2-0, comes back to win the match 3-2.
This week on State Champs Indiana Extra Point, well, it's not broken, so we're going to try to fix it. We're going to talk about what happened last Friday on Rivalry Week, like Avon beating Brownsburg, and what type of game would you call that, Bob?
A slobber knocker.
Yeah, 7-3 kind of sounds like a slobber knocker to me as well. Bloomington North, somewhat of an upset victory in a big rivalry game over Bloomington South, and we'll talk about all the big matchups from 6A all the way down to 1A, and then we'll do the same thing by previewing those big games in week number 5. State Champs Indiana Extra Point, presented by Lawrence Technological University, and it debuts every Wednesday at 5 on the various social media platforms for State Champs Indiana.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my 3rd year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day 1. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back to State Champs. He's around 5 feet 10 inches tall, 225 pounds, and when his high school football career is all said and done, he might just finish with 9,000 career rushing yards. You heard me right, 9,000. His name is Charlie Spiegel. He runs for New Palestine. Let's go in focus. When the late, great Muhammad Ali walked into a press conference prior to any one of his championship fights, he would often enter to the chant, "The champ is here." But when comparing boxing to football, a team sport versus an individual achievement, the two don't correlate. But what is applicable is the unique skill it takes to be numero uno at a particular position. Take running back. While it certainly has its share of the spotlight, at the same time, it's a bruising, relentless pursuit that numerous times per game finds you at the bottom end of a pile of crashing bones and plastic. In high school, every generation seems to have at least one who consistently rises above them all, while at the same time racking up records. Recently, New Palestine running back Charlie Spiegel made IHSAA history by breaking the previous career state rushing record, a now legendary 8,283 yards and climbing. The Dragons are breathing fire at every turn. Ranked 4th in the state, 58 wins in a row. The 2018 5A state champs marvel at the skill of their former Delta transfer.
Charlie's just a tremendously hard worker in the weight room in the off-season conditioning program, and his practice habits during the season are just outstanding. And then the product you see on a Friday night is a big part because of what he does off of the field to get himself prepared for those performances on a Friday night. It's not something where he's bitter because he doesn't get the ball down by the goal line or doesn't get the extra yards that he wants. I mean, he does what the team needs him to do to win. And if that's, he runs for 250 or he runs for 25, I don't think it matters to him as long as the team wins. And, it's something really special when you've got a kid that's, that team-oriented, that's been able to achieve an individual goal like that, but still understands his greater responsibilities to the final product of a victory on a Friday night.
Recently, versus Yorktown, when Spiegel broke the state career record, the game stopped for the official announcement. To his surprise, Elwood's Sammy Marillis, the previous record holder, whose 8,110-yard achievement was set in 2011, handed him the game ball.
It was amazing because, I grew up in Muncie, so I was close to him. Elwood's not too far, and so I used to see him in papers all the time, and to actually get to meet him and see him walk onto the field and give me the game ball, it was a cool experience and impacted. It was something I remember for the rest of my life.
As much exposure as the human tank Spiegel is receiving, he's always quickly to credit his success elsewhere.
It's cool. Up at Delta, it was the same thing. Good coaching staff and hardworking people. Now I came down here, it's just the same thing. The work ethic is real high and the expectations are super high too. It's just carried over.
With the record now out of the way, Spiegel and the Dragons can simply focus on defending their state title. But when he enters the lunchroom at the cafeteria every day, and he would never do this, but he'd be right if he said, the champ is here. He earned it. I'm Lauren Plant for State Champs. Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers several degree programs that cater towards your interests. In joining Blue Devil Motorsports, students gain valuable career-enhancing experience in competitions that challenge them to tackle real-world design and engineering challenges. Any student at LTU can join one of the teams associated with Blue Devil Motorsports. Students recently unveiled their 2019 models they've been working on all year.
Today we have our Blue Devil Motorsports unveiling. It is the day where all of the teams have to be running their vehicles in order to pass. And it's basically a send-off so everyone can come and see, and all the sponsors can come and see all the vehicles that have been developed over the past year.
Baja SAE allows engineering students to design and build an off-road vehicle that will survive rough terrain. When students collaborate together, they build a better product, problem solve, and represent Lawrence Tech on an international stage. Blue Devil Motorsports, just another of the fantastic programs offered to Lawrence Technological University students. Your college decision is one of the biggest you'll ever make. You owe it to yourself to consider Lawrence Tech. Begin at ltu.edu right now.
If you're searching for a new advertising opportunity for your company, look no farther. State Champs is where it's at. All you have to do is go online to statechampsnetwork.com and fill out the information. Guys, this year alone, we have had over 5.5 million views digitally and on television. We're all going to be having our own app soon. We're moving digital, and that's the move, guys. Again, all you have to do is go to statechampsnetwork.com to sign with us today.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hey Hoosiers, we have an interesting matchup for you guys tonight in football. The Class 5A state champs from 2005 to 2007, Sheridan High. They are on a hot streak right now with 3 consecutive wins in conference play, and right behind them is Clinton Prairie with 2 wins. Now both of these teams are at 3-1, so let's see who plays their cards right in this week's main event.
Big showdown in Class A. Sheridan hosting Clinton Prairie. The Blackhawks not bluffing this season. They are putting up 35 points a game. The Gophers adding up more points per game at 41. This game was a shootout till the end. Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. We all in? Let's go. Sheridan would strike first. Off the bobble snap, sophomore QB Salaz Devaney recovers and pitches it to running back Cameron Hovey, and the junior wins the first hand of the day on the 14-yard score. Blackhawks up 7-0.
Hovey on the carry.
Clinton Prairie would answer right back. Quarterback Cade Osborne will fake the handoff and keep the rock himself. The O-line does their job with the blocks, and the junior shows his hand. It's a straight to the end zone. That 25-yard TD ties this ball game up. The Gophers added a TD with the Hawks now trailing. Sheridan would lay the same hand from the previous play. Devaney with the keeper on the 8-yard rush. Deja vu, Sheridan led 14-13 at the end of the first.
Devaney on the keeper.
Sheridan on the 2-yard line now. This drive went 90 yards, and it's Hovey again getting the honors. Blackhawks ahead 20-13. My man Hovey getting the call again. The junior finds a hole and will lay down the flush on this 55-yard touchdown run. Hovey is second in the state when it comes to rushing yards. Sheridan up 33-19. However, Clinton Prairie would not go down without a fight. Cade Osborne zips this one into Caleb Peters' hands, cutting the lead to 9. Sheridan leads 41-32. But the grand champion of the night was Cameron Hovey. He will get the royal flush from 9 yards out. His 6th touchdown of the night as Sheridan holds off Clinton Prairie in a high-scoring game, 47-38, the final. Time now for the State Champs Clip of the Week, and we stay at Sheridan High for this. Might as well be the Clips of the Week, as Sheridan's Cameron Hovey had a field day, scoring 6 touchdowns on the night in their win versus Clinton Prairie. The junior averaging over 200 yards per game and 7 per carry. What a night for the Blackhawks.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. We know there are amazing matchups coming up in all sports. Tell us about them. Engage with us by email or on social media. This show is for you, the fans. We've got playoffs coming up in several sports. We want to hear from you.
Have a wonderful week. We'll see you guys next time on Indiana's High School Sports Show, State Champs.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs is also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.